I'm. You can see how my day's going.
Right.
It's been one of those days, and I got a
You
few minutes to kill. Saw you guys
you
were online. I said, "What's up?"
What up, Jay?
cleaning you cleaning a Chuck E. Cheese there, Nick?
Yeah,
You're fighting some animatronic robot
felt like
coming looking like
I did.
fucking
You fighting something?
coming here looking like crazy ass Nick Cage.
You ain't kidding, man. I mean, it's been one of those days. I had
What's going on, Jay?
15 meetings back to back to back, and plus talked to 150 people. So it's time for Daddy to take a break.
I got mad because it was pouring down rain this morning, and I got soaked before 7 o'clock this morning, so I hid in my office and pouted all day.
Nice. Well, I wanted to pop in because somebody finally watched Ghostbusters.
I did. I did. I know. I was not even finally. I finally finished it because I started it like last
Finally
week, and
finished
then I
it.
fell asleep,
And it's
and then I
not
finished
a
watching it.
spoiler. Thank you, Mark, by the way.
I don't want to. I don't want to drop any spoilers, but my God, did that
But
movie hit me?
did you not tear the fuck up? I told you.
Yeah.
It's that final scene, and you're just like, damn, they did
I
that
haven't
boy
seen it
right.
yet. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
They did my
Yeah,
boy
they did. They
Egon
did. That was a.
right.
That was a great movie. It was a great Ghostbusters sequel. It was a cute, fun. You know, like the original two Ghostbusters. They were fun. You could watch it with the whole family. My kids have
Right.
watched them with me. They enjoy it. They're fun to watch. This one was the same way. It was fun to watch. Paul Rudd was in it. And Paul Rudd's amazing and everything.
Yeah.
But
Paul Rudd's never done a bad movie.
yeah, they did a really good job, and they did the originals really good in this movie.
I've never
And
heard anything bad about that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
it was
I have to
so
watch it.
good, and I'm kind
It's
of hoping.
worth the what 2 hours?
Yeah, it's just
Not
shy of
even.
2 hours.
Just should I had 2 hours with the 2 hour?
Yeah,
Call it 2 hours
and then they had
of your time.
like two or three cut scenes during
Yeah.
the credits that were really
I
good.
said it's worth the 2 hours. So it's
So
one of those
I'm
things. It's
hoping.
like I was worried when I started watching it. I was like, if they fuck this up,
I was
they're
really
gonna get
worried too, and that was
slaughtered.
one of the things that kind of delayed me on watching that movie for a minute. But then everybody
Well,
that watched it
everybody
said it
was
was so
so
good.
disappointed after watching the girl version
Mhm.
that they were like, if they better not fuck this one up.
The
But
girl
I kind of
version
hope
really
I
wasn't
kind of
that bad though. It really wasn't that bad.
No, it's not
the one
terrible,
with
but it's a little bit too.
Silly.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. That's the word
Silly.
I'm looking
Yeah.
it was
It was a little
forced.
too silly. Yes, but from my understanding, I think there's going to be a spin-off from the movie into a TV show
That'd be interesting. I would
where
like to
the
see him
kids take over
continue
the
this.
firehouse in London or
Yeah,
in England,
I
in
would,
New York.
I would, yeah, I would like to see
Europe,
another movie with this cast. I think it would be pretty good.
Yes.
That
You
was
know, if
decent.
they did it.
And tell me that girl doesn't look like Egon. Like they made her like
No,
to the
she.
point where, like that is a spitting image of what a young Egon, if he was female, would look like.
Right.
Mhm. Speaking of watching, because I watched that yesterday. I spent not the entire day, but I spent several hours working on merch and stuff like that, and the merch store and everything like that. But I watched the new Resident Evil movie, Welcome
Was
to
it any
Raccoon
good?
City or Return to
Oh, the
Raccoon
new
City.
one. I haven't seen. I forgot about that.
It was The movie was really good, but
Yes.
what really amazed me by the movie, I played the original Resident Evil video game.
Yes.
Right.
To the sets for this movie, to a fucking T of the video game.
Nice.
Raccoon
Nice.
City Police Department, the farmhouse, everything, to a fucking. It was like playing the video game all over again.
That's good.
I mean, even to the point when certain creatures would show up, the way they showed up and where they showed up at was kept original to the game,
Spot
and I was
on.
Took it
just
back to
like,
basics. They took it back to
yeah,
basics. Live with that.
it was
Well,
so
I think
good.
I think Hollywood has realized over the past couple years that they can't fuck with what we're used to. Like
Well, it's not only
I was
that.
just saying, Resident Evil. The other ones were decent, good.
Oh, I loved them.
They were like back to the well and do it right, which is what they've done.
I love the other ones, but this was a true video game to movie adaptation,
Gotcha.
adaptation or
I
whatever.
think the whole
Um,
franchise was.
yeah. Well, I mean, they had a lot of key elements throughout the franchise from the games and stuff like that. But this was like
Right.
they literally just took the video. They sat down and had the video game, and I mean every little detail into the set they did really well. Even because as I'm watching the movie, I was like, "Ooh, okay, I know who's gonna die and I know who's gonna live because I played the game."
Right.
And that was a movie that had a lot of actors in it that are actors that are those guys. They're in everything, and I was like, "Ooh, some of these guys are gonna get used whenever we get to that list."
The Raccoon City one, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this shit. Look that on my damn list. I almost forgot.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I tried to watch the new Batman movie. It's on that website that Jeff uses, but unfortunately, right now the only versions that they have of it are from some jackass in the movie theater that filmed it, and the whole time his camera on his phone is doing this, and he's sitting like in the middle. He's
trying to watch it on,
yeah,
on the link I sent you.
yeah, and it was like watching Cloverfield all over again, but worse. But and then
That was a good movie. That first one was good. I don't care.
that first one was really good. Yeah, that
Yes.
first one
I
was
can't
really
I
good.
can't get into it. I've heard mixed reviews about the new Batman.
We went and watched that Cloverfield when it first came out in the movie theater, and I understand why people were getting, because there was people in the theater that you seen them get up and rush out because they were getting motion sickness and stuff like that. And when we watched it in the movie theater, I was like, it was okay. It wasn't, it was a little bit. But then after it came out on DVD and stuff, I rewatched it and I've watched it and I'm like, every time I watch it, it gets a little bit better because you see things that you didn't see the first time you watched it or the second time you watched it. So it's just like, damn, they did a really good damn job on this movie. But no, and then the guy that was recording it was sitting like in the middle of the movie theater. So, like, you only got a portion of the screen, and I think that's why he was like moving his camera around. I'm like,
It's like this guy's walking to the right, this guy's to the right.
Right.
I was like, you know what? It'll be
I
HD
watched,
here in about a week or so, and then I'll watch the Batman.
Yeah,
movie.
exactly. I actually watched last night. I was flicking through Netflix and I saw a movie and I was like, I haven't seen this in a while, which means a week. And I watched A Knight's Tale again. I love
That's a good one.
With Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
And my wife and I are talking about doing when she gets back from Europe, about doing a movie review podcast where we review a single movie each, like movies she hasn't seen. So I'm gonna get all the I want to get her to watch Uncle Buck and all these movies and do it like Tanya's reaction kind of thing.
You're glitching a little bit, bro.
Am I?
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
said he is on his way, so he might make it tonight.
All good.
Well, I'm gonna be jumping off here in a little bit. I haven't eaten that yet today. I literally left this office 5 minutes ago to have a cigarette and then came right back down and realized, oh, shit, I'm done.
No,
Yeah.
you're good.
For like 10 minutes.
No.
I got like 20 minutes to my next meeting. I'm like, now we're back. Oh, boys are on. So I was like, hey, I'll jump in real quick.
No, you good.
Yeah, I came home and I cleaned up my apartment a little bit. I was going to go to the gym, but I didn't want to rush to the gym and have to rush through and clean up my apartment a little bit. And then I was like, shit, I got to get Saturday's episode. Oh, and I forgot that I hit the end stream button again. I had to merge it, and so I've got it merged and everything like that. I just have to convert. I just have to convert the audio, and I'll probably when we get off here tonight, I'll go cook my dinner, and then I'll convert the audio and get it posted.
We got done on Saturday and fuck out and didn't think about it. No, I wasn't even home all day yesterday because we were out getting stuff for Tiny head off to Europe. And then this morning, Chris is like, "Hey, did you get the list done?" And I was like, "Son of a bitch, totally forgot." So I threw it together real quick. Actually, my wife typed it up while I was doing dishes.
Tell her we said thank you.
Yeah. Well, she typed a good half. She got the chatters box in, and then I did the rest.
Right.
I knew
But
something was off.
yeah, it was one of those things. It's like
There was
I
no
didn't even
spelling
think
errors.
about it. Like, so she did the chatters box. But what's funny is she's like she's never seen The Usual Suspects,
Son of a bitch.
and she's like on IMDb. This is not this guy's name. I was like, yeah, because they don't want to give it away.
Right.
It's like Vermin or something V. And I was like, well, that's his name when he's, you know, playing his part. It's not. Check the drawer.
Busy children. Busy children.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not going to jump on Mondays, and they're
Pretty
looking
Don't
much
for
press
like
the
that,
button.
don't you?
Yeah.
Press the
Jason,
button. Is that what you said, Mark? Press the button. Okay. this
Press
is
the
why I
button.
could never be
Block Mark.
this is why I could never be president. Don't hit the red button. Click what? This red button.
This one? What do you mean? I
Goodbye.
took Russia off the map. Well,
Goodbye, Russia. God damn it! You had one job.
right.
Maybe that's my new thing. Maybe that's
That
my
shit
new
was
thing.
funny
I
as hell, boy. Everybody was
accidentally
looking
in the street. Dude, that shit had me dying. I don't know if it was the fact that I did it again, Jeff's video that he sent me, or you completely falling out laughing your ass off. That combination of
That was the best shit ever.
that combination, and then everybody yelled at me in the chatter spot.
Yes. Box of human heads stolen from a truck in Denver. What the fuck?
Why was there a box of human heads?
why was there a box of human heads on this way to Denver in the first place?
Thank you. Shit.
I mean, was Gwyneth Paltrow's head one of them? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Florida teacher beaten and hospitalized after attack by a 5-year-old student. God damn. What the hell is wrong with people?
A 5-year-old?
A teacher got hospitalized after a 5-year-old attacked him.
Florida teacher beaten and hospitalized after attack by a 5-year-old student. A South Florida teacher was taken to the hospital last week after she was attacked by a 5-year-old student, leaving her dazed and unresponsive. She was sitting on the ground against the wall and appeared to be in a faint state. Able to blink and breathe. The trouble started
the
when a
5-year-old use?
5-year-old boy had to be removed from class for throwing things around and flipping chairs. The youngster was taken to an empty cool-down room where the attack on the teacher allegedly took place. While the young suspect is still being investigated for possible aggravated assault with hands, fists, and feet.
You know what? I'm sorry. There
Napping?
ain't a 5-year-old on this planet that's gonna beat me and put me in the hospital. I'm beating the brakes off that little bastard.
Well, here's the kicker. If you do, who's going to have your back on it?
It don't matter at that point. I don't care if you
But
have my back or not.
I mean,
If that 5-year-old's
if-
that
if-
violent and that
if it's
badass,
that violent, yeah, I'm gonna knock him ass against the wall. I'll go to jail because
I'll
I know
kick the
that
shit
guy's
out of
asking
him.
my 5-year-old.
I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record it
Yeah.
and send it to the parents. I'm not catching that.
Him into that.
But by the time a chair hits
Well,
me, I'm
yeah,
gonna have to close
I'd be
them
like,
up.
hold on, little man, I got something for you. Hit record,
Yeah.
put my phone up on the shelf.
Yes.
Dude, let's start. Yeah,
Little shit.
let's start this over again. And it's you know what, you know what? I take that back. I
His
probably
name was
wouldn't be.
John Cena.
I take it back. I probably wouldn't beat that kid's ass. I would definitely choke the little fucker out. But I'd go put a
No,
beating
you
on
know
his
what?
mom and
I go
dad
find his. Yeah, bet that.
because that's some shitty
Go find-
parenting
I'm
right
like,
there.
you know what? You wait here, you little
Nah,
shit.
that's
I'm
a,
gonna go
that's a
find your
lot of
pops. I'm
kids
gonna beat
doing
the dick
that
shit
everywhere.
out of your pops, too.
Even Jason has had fits, and I don't know what's going on with a lot of the children. I don't even put it on the parents no more because y'all see Jason around here. He just acting, and a lot of these kids just want to like lash out. But you throwing things around
Well,
and attacking the teacher, yeah, something got to be said about that.
yeah.
Because
It's one
and
thing
I'm gonna
for
tell the
all
parents,
kids.
I can already
Hours.
see and know it's not your fault because I've known some badass kids when I was a kid. Let's just be clear. We're not gonna act like all of
I
us
was
was
that
wrong.
badass kid.
We weren't all walking around like all of the little girls we knew weren't walking around like Madeline, and all the little boys we know weren't walking around like the little rascals. They fucking weren't. I'm not blaming them for that shit. So I'm just saying. I just need to know what's going on with that child. I'm gonna tell yo, man, what's going on with you? You throwing shit? Whoa, whoa,
But
whoa,
you know what?
you
It,
throwing shit?
it might be. It might be that kid has like a bit of autism or something.
Nah, nah, nah. Over the past two
You don't think?
years, I can't say that
No, no, not
because
not your kid. I'm talking about the kid on the beat
I'm
the
not even
shit out
talking
of
about
the
my kid. Over the
teacher.
past 2 years, a lot of these kids, you know what I'm saying,
Oh, okay.
sitting in the house with them
You think
in
they're
their
seeing something on the internet and they're like, I'm gonna be dead.
the fucking cartoons. All the
Well,
little,
it's
all these
not
little
even the it's
fuckers
not
need
even the
Tom and
cartoons
Jerry,
because
It's not
there's
even that
Heckler, Bugs Bunny, and Heckler
because
Jekyll.
I
All of
mean,
them need that shit.
watched some shit when we were kids and played the violent video games.
yeah, I was gonna say
And
it's not the cartoons and shit like that.
at 5, I never
It's
even thought about beating the teachers.
what it
15 is a
is.
different
What
story.
it is what they're watching on YouTube and TikTok, where these motherfuckers are
I
getting
agree with that.
famous for committing crimes. I mean,
I
we did
agree
a
with
Yeah,
few months back, and what the fuck news, that TikTok trend that was going around where them stupid ass kids were stealing stuff out of schools like bathrooms, there's toilet
yeah,
seats and stall doors and drinking fountains and shit like
and
that,
then
and
posting it
posting it
on
on
YouTube,
TikTok,
Yeah, that's
which
and
is
then wondering
actually
why they're
a
getting caught.
federal offense because it's a
talk to
school.
him.
It's a
Talk
it's
to
a
him.
school.
You better tell him.
So,
Hey,
the kids are
Cora.
watching it and seeing that stuff. That's why I told mine. I was like, I don't care you watching YouTube and you're watching TikTok. I said, but don't do what they're doing because
Well,
what they're doing,
I
number one,
literally
what they're doing is staged and fake. Like
right.
there's a couple
It's no.
goofy
It's not
little.
always. It's not always what it looks like.
Well, yeah,
But
like there's a couple.
I literally just sat my kids down a couple days, like a week ago, and
They
there's a
don't.
new game we play called "What is the consequence of this action?"
Yeah.
Because
Well, no, and
we were trying
that's
to
what because there's a couple
show that
there's a
every action that you do has a
yeah.
consequence, whether good or bad. And
Well, there's a
and
couple guys that Cash watches on YouTube, and the girls watch them too, and they do these videos like, "Oh, we snuck into a water park after hours,"
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
And they do all kinds of, and I had to I told Cash, I was like, that they're not really sneaking in there. I said this is all
Right.
set up. They're allowed to be there
They have
because
permission to
if
be there.
yeah, because if you try
Because
to
if they
sneak
actually
in there,
got
there's
caught, they go to jail.
alarms. Yeah, there's alarms and cameras, and you can't just go and turn on a giant water slide after hours, and
Right.
nobody's going to notice. And how the hell do you know how to operate a giant water slide, you
Right.
goofy YouTube
Right.
bastard?
Right. Well, it's
So I had to tell.
the one kids that I think we discussed this a long while back. There's um, a YouTube group. They have the hackers, and they're trying to figure out the hacker, and it looks legit. You're like, wow, that's really cool. And then you actually start watching the video, and you're like, yeah, that's completely so.
I think Cash watches
And
that guy from time to
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
What's
He's
the
got the
name?
mask, and I can't remember what it's called. I'd have to ask. Let me ask Kevin.
Hey, you know what? To pops, I'm not gonna say the parents don't give a shit. I know where you're coming from. I can't
A
point
lot of
out.
them don't anymore,
Kevin,
though.
Yeah, I
what's the name
can't.
of
You can't.
the
You
hacker
get consequences
and
for beating a
V
kid now, even though you're supposed to.
Chad and V?
They sometimes want to throw the stick at you. And I'm like, it's kind of messed up what's going on out here. Everybody just needs to get the hell out of the house one good time.
I know, but what's their channel?
I'm grateful that Jason and Joy is chilling around me. You know what I'm saying?
I think Chad and V. V is an Asian girl, and Chad is this kind of tall white guy. Uh, but they have a whole setup where it's like the hacker kidnapped, kept locked me in my Tesla for 12 hours, and it's like,
Yeah.
wait, what? You know,
No.
and some of the stuff they do is it's it's very elaborate their storyline concept, and I had to sit the kids down and go, okay, that's not real, because you can't do a
Yo,
Tesla. I don't care who you are.
your kids are killing me. They funny. I just want to let you know.
I know it's playing in the background.
That's my
Jay, calm down.
Yeah,
You sound jealous.
Jay.
what? Are you just mad because you're not one of our boyfriends?
Easy. Easy.
Yeah.
You're
See?
going to be a mad motherfucker because you won't be. You're going to be a mad motherfucker. No, sir.
Get that Monty Chi suit out.
Nuh-uh. They got a song called "Games People Play." That's not one of them.
Well, hey, did you guys, Tony? I did say that um, on Mondays I start. I don't. I did one. I did. Jesus, words are hard. I did want to start bringing back news just on Mondays because I'm sitting here with
Project
all kinds of
Zorgo.
fucking.
That's the
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like news stories that I just keep saving and stuff. But did you hear? Did you guys hear about Cain Velasquez?
No,
no,
You know who Cain Velasquez is, right,
he's
Jeff?
a MMA
no.
guy, right?
He's a former UFC champion. He's a former heavyweight UFC champion. He's a bad motherfucker. Out in San Jose, this was about a week or so back, I think it was.
Mm,
Motherfucker shot somebody.
no shit.
Like
What?
he's one of the
Well,
baddest
speaking
MMA
of,
fighters on the planet. One of the toughest UFC fighters. But he shot somebody out in San Jose. Uh, Said that he opened fire on a vehicle that was carrying a man who had recently molested a was it a family member, a close relative. Yeah, so a family member.
so he should get a medal.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. When I
Oh
first
no.
seen this story, I was
Well,
like, "Why the hell is Cain
Did you hear
Velasquez
about
fighting or shooting
actress?
somebody
That one
when he could just
actress.
beat him?"
That one actress. She got stabbed. What's her name? Reese. Something.
Reese Witherspoon.
No, it's with a knife.
I walked into that shit. I fucking walked into that.
He had
Got
me. I
him.
was confused. He
I
walked
just
right.
watched a video on that today
I don't
too,
even
and
get
I
these
walked right
jokes.
into it.
That was some
Trying to
shit
get my
right
wife
there.
on that, and I couldn't do
That
it.
was some
And
shit right there.
she's like, I don't know. I don't know.
That was some shit.
I don't know.
I was right there with you, Glick. I'm not gonna lie.
I got him.
I didn't know no better. I did not know no better. That was some shit.
I just watched that video when I
I
got
saw
home
that
from
on
work today.
TikTok and
Wait a minute.
I died.
You know him. You two grew up
I
together.
know.
I'm not supposed to know this shit. You dumb fuck.
I
You
know.
fall right into it.
I walked right into it. I blindly walked into it, and I literally I
That
just
was a
watched that video.
tall line
I-
drive, baby.
I just watched that video today. I got home from work. I was taking my after work shit, and I was scrolling through
Right.
Facebook videos, and that
And
came
the,
up, and I was
and
like,
the dude
"You
is sitting there, and he
dumbass."
turns around, he's like, with a
Yeah.
spoon? And she's like, no, it's with a knife.
Bro.
And my first thought was, I gotta get the boys. I gotta do it.
Bro.
Yeah,
God damn,
I
he
walked
got
into
you
that one.
Holy shit. I was right there.
Wow.
I'm supposed to be the one getting
Then
caught.
Mark says,
Your
"Get
stupid
this
ass
man
walked
a
right into
raise."
it. That's pretty good.
I heard it. I thought it was funny as hell. I had to get it.
Yeah, but yeah. So Cain Velasquez. Now they really
Said,
haven't
"Give
said
this man
much
a
about the
raise."
investigation.
Yeah. That was well-deserved credentials right there.
25 years, you can still get it, boys.
Right.
Jay, you sound really jealous right now.
Vegas three-way, get it out of your systems. Vegas, let me tell you something. I would love to go to Vegas, but I need the money. I'm not going to Vegas
Give
without
it
enough
up.
money. Fuck that shit. Let it be known. If you go to Vegas and you don't have enough money, that's probably going to be your ass and your mouth and your hands.
No, that's why
See,
you have to
there's
be smart and
there's a
only take.
TikTok. Well, when you go to Vegas, what do you play?
I play craps, roulette,
I love these
21.
craps.
Uh,
I suck at blackjack.
I will
crap.
fuck around with everything else, but craps and roulette I kind of focus on.
Yeah, I don't fuck around with roulette because it's bit me too many times. But I can throw them bones, boy. And my wife can pop 11 anytime she wants. It's crazy.
That's beautiful. I need to go with her. I need to go with her. Seriously. And he just froze.
That's what I was wondering. Did he freeze? But then I seen his eyes blink.
No, he froze.
There you go. Yeah.
He froze.
I was gonna say.
But yeah,
I
my
need to go
wife can
with
pop
her
11
because
anytime she wants.
I tell you to field the horn in the hard way. Anybody who plays craps,
Now, see, my wife
you
will
will
drop.
think I'm nuts, but I will walk at the table. I actually went in 2016. I went to the table with $40. In 5 minutes, I had 400. and
Yep.
a crowd formed around me. But that does not always
I've
happen.
literally we used to go to a casino here. This was like 8 9 years ago. We stopped going because it became addictive. But would we'd show up with $10
Yeah.
and walk out with a couple grand.
Why?
And but I like doing the hope bets. Love the hope bet,
The who?
and they're scary. HOPE.
You're glitching. You're glitching and you're
That's where you.
lagging a little bit. Try and refresh your page or close your window
Oh,
like he tells you.
that's where you.
It's starting to act up, honestly. I would fucking love to go to Vegas, but y'all jokers are gonna hand me up all fucking night. I'm too old for that shit now. I'm too old